Hey everybody, welcome back. I just got in from a little bit of a ride this morning. Had a function this morning, a chapter breakfast for the Hog Group, and I found out through the grapevine, and my sister had actually texted me, and I found out that one of my girlfriends that I used to have, her name is Stacy, and this was in the early 2000s. I dated her for probably 3 or 4 or 5 years. I don't remember. But she had two twin boys at the time. They were 9 months old when I met her, and she had two daughters, and one was like 6, and one was like 11, I think. And when I met her, the boys were young. She had just had them, and um, one of the boys died of a fentanyl overdose. I think it was yesterday. I think the Derek, he was probably around 21, 22, 23 years old. This is quite a long time ago. And I seen him on Facebook, and I never kept in touch with them. I sent their mom a friend request like a year ago, but I never heard back. But um, people are dying, you guys. This is emotional for me. I'm not going to cry and get all emotional now, but it'll hit me at one point. But I was holding these kids, feeding them, changing their diapers just a short 20 years ago. And, now it looks like they're going to have to bury one of them. And it's hard, you guys. And I know a few people out there have lost, kids. And, you know, it's a hard thing to accept. Um, and I just want you guys to know that this is why we have the channel. Not that I've foreseen all this happening in my life, but I've done what God's asked me to do, and that was to start a channel to help people find hope. In this process, I've found hope. It's willed me to keep going. And hearing these stories is very hard to hear, but it also is ammunition, right? For a lack of better terms, it's motivation to get us up off our duffs and get out there and be outspoken and outreach people who are suffering from this disease of addiction. Now, alcoholism and drug addiction are different, but they're one and the same because we are struggling with a substance that is making our lives unmanageable, and sometimes it leads to death. That is a very unfortunate byproduct of addiction and treating our bodies in that such. So fentanyl is a very potent drug. I heard that it's sometimes 2,000 to 200 more potent than heroin. These numbers are astronomical. When you start talking 200 to 2,000 times stronger than morphine or heroin, you're talking about some very serious, powerful drugs, because heroin is a very powerful drug. But when you're talking about a potency level that is sometimes 200 to 2,000 times more, it's just off the charts, and it just makes you wonder what kind of plan is coming forth with all that stuff. So we have to keep our eyes in the game, our eye on the ball. We have to keep our fight in the game here. And I want you guys to be motivated and be hopeful, and please just pray for these families that are out there suffering from the byproducts of people using. It's just bad, you guys. So I want you guys to be safe and sober out there, and I love you guys. I do.